These are the same people that said, don't press Joe Biden for anything until he gets elected. Yeah, wait till he gets elected and then you can start asking for it. Said no one ever in any other political campaign ever in the world. So very rarely you get to see Roland Martin trying to act pro-black and hard, although that's the whole premise of his whole YouTube channel. When in actual fact, he's been instrumental in helping sell out the entire black voting base. What with this new policy of legalizing 20 million undocumented citizens in one generation, you're not even going to need the black vote. It's not going to be a tipping point anymore. And Roly-Poly Martin made that happen along with his ilk. Now, Roly-Poly Martin is the left-wing pro-black side of white supremacy. Right? So what Roland Martin has now is the right-wing black man of white supremacy on his show. They're two peas from the same pod. Please do not think there's any... there's no dichotomy here. They are in sync, okay? But it's quite interesting to see the levels of coonery that is quite acceptable and possible in America right now. So let's jump into this. Where it's starting to get heated.
When they say that the black anchor, Yuki Washington, I don't like his jive talk, why is he always dancing? When the black female anchor, Brooke Thomas,
how is that race? How is saying jive talk racist?
Are you serious?
I mean, what I'm talking about is racist.
Wait. Are you saying when a white, hold up, Lee, are you saying when a white male executive says, I don't like his jive talk, what the hell is that?
So that was never in common use? Jive talk was never something black people said to each other?
I'm sitting there looking at you.
What the hell are you talking about?
Yeah, I mean, this is the level of coonery that's been allowed to ferment, go unchallenged, and walk the planet Earth, especially in America. We've got it bad in the UK as well, please, trust me. Yeah, we got it just as bad as this. But it just goes to show how calm these coons are in society right now. Evidently the situation is a white executive has described another black person in unflatteringly racist terms, obviously racial ad hominems, obviously talking about black people. But here's the response of one of the well-cultivated Americans.
Are you hold on, wait, stop. Are you being serious right now? Or are we being punked?
No, I think you pick and choose. So we didn't say anything about Joe Biden talking about the word thugs. But if Trump uses the word thug, somehow it's racist.
Hold on, stop. Don't come on my show. No, Lee. Don't come on my show with bullshit. When Obama used the word thug, no, Lee, no. When Obama used the word thugs against Baltimore, he got his ass lit up. Don't even try that.
You didn't
No, Lee. You're not going to shift this. I'm asking you, if a white boss says, I don't like his jive talk.
Do you know what jive talk means? Do you know what it means?
I'm gonna put you in the friend zone, think you gonna get your way out. When I'm sitting there looking at you and looking.
Oh my God.
I mean, because we can say, oh, well, I don't like the fact that he's wearing a red shirt.
Right, okay, yes, we've got coonery, but the way I look at it, the way Debate the Cause looks at it, watch this. We've got open coonery, right? But then we've got a guy in the 1906 Greek fraternity shit. Same bag. Same bag. Same bag. All in the same bag, right? So in America, they'll get away with, are you kidding me? Over here, same bag, right? I had some idiot on YouTube trying to say that just because I'm pointing out who I think coons are, I'm grandstanding because I live somewhere else. Oh, you think you live with your queen? Basically, those are people with a wee sick mentality. It's black first, right? If you want to point out shit negative in the UK, go right ahead. If you're intelligent enough to, go right ahead. I look forward to the well-narrated video presentation. In the meantime, I call out shit over here. Thank you very much. And I'll call out shit over there when I see it as well. Thank you very much. And coonery is coonery. And I'm not grandstanding because I call out coonery. Maybe because I can articulate myself and I can call out the coonery that you're participating in. You feel so butthurt and wounded to the heart. Now, he's grandstanding. Do you know how dumb you have to be to be in opposition to another black person pointing out the racism. Just because you're not intelligent enough to do it, that's America. That's America. That's America. Other people around the world, other black people, Caribbean, South America, they shut their mouth and they get in the wake. Oh yeah, okay, it's going that way. Yeah, let's follow it. It's going that way. Yeah, the movement's going that way. Americans will stand, no, I can stop the bus all by myself, no. 1906 Alpha Gamma, whichever the fuck he's got on, and the coon.
Well, I guess somehow that makes the white person.
Hold up. I mean, so when the white male boss says, I don't like her face to the black anchor, what is he talking about?
Well, let's put it in context.
Lee, you know what? Lee, hold on, no, Amisha. No, Amisha. No.
And ask
No.
Question.
No, hell no.
Like
No.
Baby, give it up, baby, give it up.
What we not gonna do is the crap that you doing right now, because you're not gonna be a black apologist for racism.
I'm not apologizing.
That's exactly what you're doing. Oh my God.
But Roland Martin is the black apologist for racism. He's the condom, he's the sheath for Biden Harris. The pot calling the kettle black. Please, I hope you guys can see what's going on here. Right, this is part of the bamboozlement that you are given with the two-party system, two wings of the same bird, and you lot are still, you're under the spell, 100%. This is me commentating on black people, 100% under the spell, along with everybody else who thinks that this is a normal narrative. Remember, these are the same people that said, don't press Joe Biden for anything until he gets elected. Yeah, wait till he gets elected and then you can start asking for it. Said no one ever in any other campaign, political campaign ever in the world. That's why people around the world are laughing at it. People like Roland Martin here. You can't ask them for things until they're in power. What the fuck? Said no one ever, anywhere else in the world. He is the black apologist for white supremacy with Joe Biden and Kamala Harris right now. But in order to make him try and look decent in the black community, we've brought on one of his probably friends that he goes out drinking with. Right? It's like WWE. This is Triple H versus Batista. Right? Oh, no, I'm sad. This is like, you know...
We are talking right now about two white executives who have been accused of making racist comments by two white executives.
And again, I think this is the point, Roland. This is the point that racist comments had to be racist. Racist comments had to be racist. Racist comments had to be racist. If black people can say something to another person, or if it was in common use at a particular time, somehow today it's racist when it was not racist before.
This is one of the most dangerous types of Negroes that America is unleashing on the planet Earth. This type of guy here is dangerous. F. Lee Francis, author and conservative activist. This man is dangerous, right? He is dangerous, and I'm not even going to incriminate myself, but in my society, he wouldn't be allowed to live. I wouldn't tolerate individuals like that applying their white supremacist poison into the minds of the young people. I wouldn't have it. But he's on Roland Martin because behind the scenes they're friends.
I have dealt with employment cases where when I've worked on behalf of clients, whether that's a prison union, whether that's someone in a business, comments like that do not rise to a level of actionable racism.
Candace, you're a lawyer. Can you respond to this
See,
nonsense?
there you go. I told you. You know why this guy's so dangerous? Because he's the black guy. This is the black guy that will be on the panel like when my ex-employer, protecting a pedophile teacher, railroaded me out of the school for blowing the whistle, and they'll get a yellow sellout, or one of these guys. That's why I say they're dangerous. And the abuse continues because whistleblowers like me get fired from the job. These guys are one of the most dangerous black guys in society because these are the guys that rubber stamp the racism. When we don't understand what's going on with the racism in schools and we can't understand why people are locking down on black people with Afro combs, because you got a black guy like this running around making other white people think that their racism is okay. Dangerous. Incredibly dangerous, man. Incredibly dangerous.
Has she worked on employment cases? I have.
Right, so he's even making the admission he's worked on employment cases to the detriment of black people who would have probably been trying to prove some sort of racism or constructive dismissal. This is the black guy that I encountered 2 years ago coming from that school protecting the pedophile. I encountered one like him and 2 yellow sellout females, English in everything but colour. And this is how it's done. This is a friend of Roland Martin's. Please do not think that this guy is on the opposite end of a seesaw and Roland Martin is the radical opposition to right-wing thinking. No. These are 2 peas from the same pod.
But there was another woman who worked there who was removed after a few months. Producers don't work there who are African American. In the past 6 years, you've got 2 women who left high-paying jobs.
There you go. Just like right now, we're post George Floyd now. And the pandemic is masking a hell of a lot of sins. If you go back and you do any bit of research, can you remember what was happening just before COVID and George Floyd? Do you not remember? You had kids running around. You had white kids running around in America licking toilet seats. Do you not remember that? Yeah, licking toilet seats, licking ice cream and then putting it back on the shelf. And you had horrendous racism, police shootings, and you had racists thinking they can get away where pedophiles were running riot rampant with the black children. That's what was going on before this pandemic hit. You had people like me, whistleblowers, coming out, and before anything could get augmented to any sort of even local media, we had the pandemic and we had a lockdown. What this woman is vocalizing is exactly what black people in the UK were going through up until last year. Horrendous racial inequality and racial harassment in the workplace, which has just been masked by a pandemic. And you would have had black people like this sellout, rubber stamping the racist constructive dismissals that would have been going down.
Because they could not take the racism and misogynistic tone from higher ups. So what we are saying is that there is evidence being built. Evidence is coming forward, and this is why these men have been temporarily suspended from their position. So a case is being built. It hasn't gone to court yet, but there is evidence. Sure. The evidence is strong. Let me tell you, they're right.
We are in. Remember everything I said that happened before. We're in a time where things are going to explode. All of those pedophile teachers that were running around abusing black girls just before this lockdown started. What, you don't think those black girls are going to grow up? And here's the thing that I've always noticed, what I'm going to drop right now. If you've noticed in the past 5 or 10 years, I'm telling you this from my personal experience coming out of the education system. Black girls get abused by certain teachers, right? Made to think that they're more adult, and look, this is the way it really goes down. So they don't really think that they're being abused. There's another teacher who will also rubber stamp it and go, yeah, I know you're seeing blah, blah, blah. And if you try and do anything, I'm just going to say that you're a liar. Because it's never just one in operation. That's how they run things. Then you got stupid ass girls who come through now, fucking teachers, becoming adults, looking at the black guys who are their peers, like, who the fuck are you? Ugh, what can you do for me? Because they was getting the cocktail stick when they was 16 and 17 from Sir, who was able to get away with it. Because black guys like over here derail any whistleblowing process. I know, because I'm first-hand witness of it. Then we have a phenomenon in our community where we've got all of these women running around acting out of pocket, and all the black men are going, I don't understand why, because they've been fucked early, and the perpetrators are getting away with it scot-free. That's what was happening in the UK. Sexual abuse of the black girls by the white teachers, racial harassment and constructive dismissals of black teachers that were blowing the whistle, and collusion by light-skinned, mixed-race or sellout teachers like this guy, rubber stamping the racism and helping pedophiles get away with their abominable shit. People grow up, though. People grow up, people get older. But they think they've got it locked in where the people that they abused are never going to say anything because they think that that's the way life goes and they've got something out of it. But no, not everybody's like that. Some people are going to come back and they're going to rue their actions. They're going to see the consequences of their actions, the damage that it's had to other people who tried to do the right thing. Then they're going to blow the whistle. We're sitting on top of a powder keg. Yeah, that's what's going down in the UK. You're starting to see it manifest itself in America. Remember, I told you, I said, what is it, 20? I can't remember which year I said was the year of the coon, because they were just running around like, hey, we can be coons and nothing's going to happen to us. And here you see it on Roland Martin.
To be more people that comes to the hotline, more people that will be sharing their information and stories in order to build a case. This is what people said in the Me Too movement. Oh, nothing's going to happen. And look what happened.
And you're going to see this when you look back. Let's say, for instance, my previous employee. majority black people in that organization, not one black person on the senior leadership team, not one black person. But if you were to go through a list of previous black employers, every single previous black employer has been let go or fired because of some stupid reason. If you were to go because it will be on file, they put it on file that way. But if you go and speak to them, they'll go, oh, I was racially harassed out. Oh, they were racist. Oh, I was racially harassed out. But the paperwork won't say that, because black people like this boon coon sellout of a jigaboo here, right? This guy here, right? And this guy here, both of the two men that you see on the screen are instrumental in helping perpetuate white supremacy. One at the face, at the face, and the other one strategically. Roland Martin strategically helps perpetuate white supremacy. This boon coon here is at the coalface. That's the difference. One is strategic, acting like, oh, you believe that, and the other one's at the coalface going, yeah, I'm working hard for you, massa. Two peas from the same motherfucking pot.
The whole point of that question is bias.
Actually, no.
It's the bias.
You
have to look at the way that the question is phrased. You have to look at, it's not just 43 million people. It's how many people
it's not 43
qualified.
million. It's 43%.
43%. It's how many people of that percentage are qualified. How many of them have degrees. You can't just throw out a number and say black people. You can't
do you actually wake up with this bullshit in your mind?
Look at it, I just froze it. I just froze it accidentally. Look at that. I just froze it like I'm not even trying to be horrible. I don't have to try. This will come. It comes naturally. No, because it's being set up for me. Yeah, this is a home run. This is like a medium paced bouncer. Off it goes. Yeah, look at that.
Lee.
That's it. Okay, that's it. Roland Martin's intellectual manner of conversational opposition. Lee. No. Come on. He does that to every person, and he kind of bullies them off the mic, but which he's entitled to, because you've got yourself this is a nice easy target here. A black white supremacist. They're the easiest targets. Really.
I'm a 31-year member.
Fuck his thing. Alpha saying alpha, yeah. Pro-black man. Alpha Greek. Pro-black man.
Black people in America. And if that law firm was all white, it wouldn't ever occur to Lee to say, how y'all all white in New York City?
And I was asking the same thing in a school in Haringey with 90% black kids in it, and you look at the senior leadership team and they're all lily white, and I'd be like, so that's discrimination. And I said, discrimination? What, you mean like your senior leadership team, which doesn't really reflect the borough that it's operating within? Oh no, I'm fired for racism. Don't you understand? Black people pointing out racism is racist to a white supremacist. Only a white supremacist would say a black person pointing out racism is racist. The average white person will go, well, yeah, that's racist. Yeah, that's racist. But white supremacists will go, no, you pointing out the racism is racist. Because you defined me as white. Defining me as white is making me a category, and that's being racist. Using the term white, they actually said that to me and my previous employer. Using the term white, if I say the white teachers, bearing in mind the majority of the kids are black. If I say the white teachers, they actually came at me and said, my usage of the term white teachers is racist. This is where we were in London before the lockdown. This is when that guy goes viral saying the place for black people was under a white man and Paki should stick to raping kids in Rotherham. That's the general fucking consensus. That was the general consensus where I come from. Even though we outperform them year after year. After year, 5 times, yep, actually 10 or 12 times. But best results, all the teachers of colour got the best results out of the school that I came from before they fired everybody, thinking they were just going to get away with that. Then COVID happened. And the reason why they were able to get away with that level of racism, and think about it, look what's happening in the news right now. Think about it. All the positive black teachers like myself that did all of that work over the last 4 or 5 years, it's all come to nothing because they've just destroyed 2 years worth of A-level examinations and GCSE examinations, which means that now you have 2 generations of dickheads, right? Unbridled feral monsters running around who didn't get challenged by people like me, right? And now they're going to be running around in society exactly what they want. And who facilitated that? Strategically, people like Roland Martin, who pretends to be on the left, but really actually is some sort of boule, Illuminati mouthpiece. And then 100% sellouts like this guy over here, that were on the panel, that railroaded me out of my job in 2018. Yeah, racism was rampant. Let's try and finish this anyway.
You gonna say, how the hell y'all don't have any black lawyers here?
Or teachers.
But so
No,
are you,
no, that's not what
or are you gonna say, hey, just give me a group white hug?
Roland, I think what we have to realize is that when you make things about race that are not,
Hey,
you look
Lee,
at how many people.
If I see a room full of white lawyers
Or teachers.
and ain't nobody black, that ain't race.
Like, okay. Like, Roland Martin's getting, I think Roland Martin doth protest too much. Yeah? The man doth protest too much. Over-egging the pudding here, Roland. Right? At the end of the day, strategically, the way I see it, Roland Martin just helped facilitate the ineffectiveness of the black vote in 1 or 2 generations. They said it was going to be 11, and then it went up to 20 million. That means Joe Biden and Kamala Harris are now going to legalize 20 million undocumented American citizens who will be 20 million anti-black voting undocumented citizens who will reproduce, and in 2 generations, they won't need the black vote. That's the setup. There's me grandstanding.
I'm smart enough to know, Amisha, that when I can walk into a room, ain't no black people,
Or teachers.
and then you ask the question, how y'all all white? And then it's like, oh.
That sounds like a question that someone who's racist would say. That sounds like a question that someone who's racist would say.
Lee, the dichotomy you use is the same one that white supremacists have used for decades. What I have seen is talented black person after talented black person not get the same type of review as you would somebody who is not black. I have no understanding in my head as to why you as a black man don't understand how that's offensive, but it is a pattern of behavior that was done by executives at CBS to shut out black people.
Or teachers.
And I think that for a black man to sit up here, regardless of what political stripe you are, you may be a conservative, fine and good, whatever, but you cannot, in good faith, be here and talk as though racism does not exist in these situations.
For an attorney, you sitting here going, let's get to work. Go ahead.
Right. I smell a case coming. Now, here's what typically happens in newsrooms for people who don't know. They will hire people
Or teachers.
on the anchor desk who reflect the community, right? So you look in Detroit, Michigan, they have a large Muslim community, people of color too.
That's just not how it works. I mean, you don't have boardrooms, you don't have law offices that are flowing with black people or not because it's racism. That's not the reality. And Amisha, I'm sorry to tell you, but you're going to have to open up a book or read the news or something. I'm sorry to tell you, but you're going to have to open up a book or read the news or something because that's not what's happening in the real world.
I have 3 degrees. I've worked in news. Trust me, I have my understanding. I've worked in presidential administrations. Don't try to check me. Don't try to check me. Don't try to check me.
And I can tell you, Amisha, that you still have a lot of work left to do because when everything is racist,
you need to learn about critical race theory. You need to learn your place.
The large picture. When everything is about race, and Amisha, I'm sorry to tell you, but that's what you're making it. You're making everything about race,
no,
even when
black
it's
men
not.
disgust me, and I'm going to tell you why. Black men disgust me, and I'm going to tell you why.
Hold on, one
See,
second.
this is the black man losing other black men their jobs right now. This black man here, this...
Lee, I'm giving you 20 seconds.
Oh, terrible.
Amisha will have 30 seconds to respond.
I'm saying as a black man, I have no problem calling out racism when it happens, when it exists, when it happens. But when we jump on every single thing because someone said one comment or because someone thought of something, that's not racism.
That's not racism.
And we're taking it too far. Justice Scalia said in an opinion that these comments are going to equivalent or equate to living in a
20
society with
seconds.
civilians.
20 seconds is up. Amisha, go.
Sounds like
I've heard this time and time again from Caucasian conservatives, and I think that Lee has swallowed the he has drank the Kool-Aid there, and he is here spewing that same stuff. It's depressing, it's frustrating, but it's more of the same when it comes to conservatives denying that racism exists.
Candace, go.
Lee, if you had told Anisha in the middle of a workroom that the three of us worked in that she needed to read a book or open up a newspaper, you would be fired, and I would make sure that it would happen.
And I could tell you that I would have a very good law.
That is that.
Right, I think he tried to end there by saying that I think he had a very good law firm. Yeah, well done on the two sisters. They're two very beautiful, intelligent sisters on that panel. By the time you got to the end, it was like, nah, I'm riding with these two. Roland Martin, High Level Deception, and wow, this, I'm not even going to say what his name is in the video. I'll put it in the title. I'm not going to use my brain power to try and take it in. Oh, it took me a while to even do this addendum because that I hate coons like that. They will all have their time. Even the ones that railroaded me, they think they got away with something, but come on. Sound engineer, not recording everything, not recording the entire room when I went out. Don't be stupid. Hopefully one of them will see this video and they'll start to shit their pants. Oh, I've got everyone banged to rights. It's only a matter of time. Everyone will have their day. Oh, yeah, yes. Peace.
I am the king and will not be. I am the king and will not.